Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Connections.
Good to see everyone.
Thanks for sharing your morning with us.
We roll out the red carpet for you even
That's right.
every morning.
Now, as we look out, we see a completely full room. So I want you to close your eyes and envision a completely full room. Imagine inviting in either a friend, a family member, a spirit guide, an angel filling the chair next to you. Welcoming that space for every person who needs what we have and doesn't know we exist. Let's open that space up for them. Cool, thank you.
And each Sunday morning we start with an intention because intentions work. And today the focus is on overcoming judgment. So for a moment, think about judgment in your own life, how you'd like to see that shift or change within and without.
And at the same time, think about intention in your world. You know you use it, right? The things that you think are gonna happen. 99% of the time, God says you're right. You say this is gonna happen, or you think something's gonna happen, and then a few days, weeks, months later, whatever it was, you get the outcome, and you say, well, I knew that was gonna happen. And so we already use intentions every day. So we ask you to utilize that intention. And so if you agree with what's on the screen and in your bulletin, we invite you to read it with us. We utilize our most precious gift of free will to set our intentions and make them known. Today we choose an incredible experience. Today we intend to be a part of the miracle and accept the miraculous. Woo! Got a room full of miracle workers right here. So let's start with an opening prayer. Divine Spirit, please fill this room. Fill our hearts, fill our spirits, fill our souls back up to the top. Please open our minds and our hearts to what's being said and shared and sung today regarding judgment. Help us to release those judgments, those things that have kept us pinned down for too long. Help show us a different way, a way of freedom, of rejoicing, of acceptance. We ask your blessing on everyone here, on each person's personal spiritual journey, their personal path that's lasted their whole life, leading them right to this point and continuing forward as they strengthen their relationship with you. At the same time, practicing non-judgment ourselves. We ask your blessing on every person on this planet. We bless every church, mosque, synagogue, sweat lodge, exercise room, meditation, and nature. Any pathway someone is utilizing to get closer to you, God, we bless them and we bless their path. We ask your blessing that today is an powerful, impactful day that can change our week, our month, our year, and the rest of our lives with your help. Amen.
We believe each week we don't want to leave you guessing. So on the back of your bulletin is kind of an outline of the foundation of Connections, the things that we believe that we started this group with. Also on the internet is a more detailed video of that. But
we believe God rocks, and we believe that you've got a piece of God inside you, and so you rock. And we believe that tomorrow can be better than yesterday, and today can be better than tomorrow, than yesterday or tomorrow, whatever. Time's an illusion. It can all be better, and it's getting better all the time because you want it to be. Because you set your intention, we utilize the laws of the universe, we partner up with God to make tomorrow and today better than yesterday was. We believe that life is a team sport, that we're all in it together, and we've got a heck of a team. And the team is growing both in person and online. So if you agree with what's on the screen and in your bulletin, we invite you to read it with us. We believe. We believe that there is one God of which we are all a part. We believe that the spiritual blueprint can lead to a greater understanding and relationship with God and ourselves, which leads to life mastery. We help the world as we help ourselves and each other. Welcome up to the front, the Connections Choir.
With all I know about the universe, you think I have it down the way
to have special music with Darcy.
I'm that little boy with glasses, the one they call the geek, the girl who never smiles 'cause I've got braces on my teeth. I know just how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm that kid on every playground who's always chosen last, single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm that beggar on the corner, you passed me on the street. I wouldn't be out here begging if I had enough to eat. And don't think I don't notice, our eyes never meet. I lost my wife and little boy when someone crossed that yellow line. The day they laid them in the ground is the day I lost my mind. Right now I'm down to holding this little cardboard sign. Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm deaf, I'm blind, they aren't we all? Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. And in God's eyes we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
Beautiful. I think that's the best I've ever heard from you. We changed up the service a little bit to have the music and then the meet and greet. So now it's time for each of us to reconnect, to look at our neighbors and introduce ourselves or give each other a hug or a handshake, and letting each other know that we're glad that they're here, that they're sitting right next to us in this group.
So basically, there's a lot of time before the service and with the brunch part after the service for us to all get to know each other and how was your week and all those kind of things. And so right now what we're doing is just like 30 seconds, just stand up, and whoever's next to you, if you're glad they're here, let them know it. In that little questionnaire that we passed around, so many folks said one of their favorite parts of the service is the part we're about to get into, Mary's meditation. So ask you to clear your mind, relax in your seat, and get ready to go wherever Mary wants to take us.
Let me tell you, this week it's been hard. I've had a lifetime of judgment, and so I've had a lot of my own personal meditations on how to overcome this and just improve this area of my life. So this morning, as you sit back in your chairs, let your eyes close so that you can focus on your own inward world and also your own life. I want you to imagine going to your favorite spot, a place where you can connect with spirit that feels sacred to you. Feeling everything else from the outside world disappear, except you and God. This is your place to connect. getting in touch with the sounds, the smells, and the sights around you. Even the feelings that come as you stand in this place. As you're there and you focus on judgment this morning, I want you to imagine bringing in someone that you would judge as being bad. One person in your life that you've run into that you would depict as good and bad, so one of each. But this morning I want you to focus on the bad first, or the not so good. Someone that triggers you in life, gets under your nails, who that person would be. And as you think of that person, for a moment, I want you to let yourself go and walk in their shoes for a minute. Imagine feeling your body enter theirs, feeling their energy of why they are the way they are. Why do they say or do the things that they do? What created that energy in them? Imagining going back into pivotal moments in their life to see where that energy came from. And when they cross your world, is it intentional that they do the things that they do or say the things that they say? Is that the energy that they carry? And when you're ready, I want you to feel yourself come out and stand next to them. And as you look at them, is this an energy that they desire to carry with them, that they want to continue to have? Feeling the answer come to mind. And then I want you to feel God's energy on the other side of you, God's spirit, God's energy. And I want you to enter into that energy for a moment and notice how God sees this person. What is God's viewpoint on this person and the things that they say or the things that they do? Is it the same as your viewpoint? Getting both perspectives, I want you to feel yourself, your energy come out, back into your own body, back into your own energy. And again, asking that person that at one time you saw very differently, do they want to carry around that energy still? And if they don't, I want you to feel that energy inside of them, giving it a color or shape, something that you can physically see, and run a net of white light from the top of their head all the way down to the bottom of their feet, helping them to change, helping them to remove it. When the energy is removed, I want you to feel it being removed, burned, gotten rid of, turned into dust to fertilize their journey in life. And I want you to feel the love that comes from you and from God pour into this person, filling them up so there's no vacancy left, with another way, another energy, replacing the old, until they feel more like themselves and who they truly want to be. Noticing the difference that this person you can observe with this new change. Knowing if it's someone you want in your life, want more of that energy around. If it is, I want you to feel that connection grow. But if it isn't, if they didn't want to change, or if it's something that you're ready to let go of, I want you to feel that connection, that tie that's made from you to them being cut and allowing them to leave. Allowing their energy to leave your space. Or enhancing it and feeling it as if you're best friends, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And on the other side, I want you to feel, as we entered into the space, the good, someone that you admire, that you look up to, that brings goodness of thoughts and energy into your life. who this person would be. And as you see this person, I want you to feel yourself walk in their shoes. How do they get to where they're at? How did they achieve the things that they do and become the person that they are? Feel yourself for a moment, walk in their shoes, hitting those pivotal moments that help to create them. And when you feel like you have a better understanding of who that person is, I want you to feel yourself coming out, and as if looking in a mirror, feeling all those traits that you admire growing and being shared with you. And notice, again, as you get into God's energy, God's spirit, how does He see this person? How does He see that connection? Was it any different from the first person that you knew? But just like looking in a mirror, what energy do you want to reflect back? Which energy do you want to portray in this life? All those things that you want to feel enhanced and be better at as you live in this life, as you walk through this world, feel all of those gifts grow inside of you. All those things that you admire, you desire to be growing and enhancing inside of you, feeling God's energy enhance those gifts within you, allowing you opportunities to share those gifts and traits with others, allowing your world to be better as well as those around you. And then when you're ready, I want you to feel yourself coming back out as you leave this space, knowing that it's here whenever you desire to come back, to connect with Spirit, to gain information, and to become a little bit more who you truly are and desire to be. So feel yourself as you're walking out of the path, back into the room, and into your physical world, ready to live at the next level that life desires to give you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
There's a whole different meaning to walking in someone else's shoes for a minute, doesn't it? When you've made it back into your body, if you enjoyed that as much as I did, let's let her know it. Thank you. Every week at Connections, we give you a giving gift, and normally do it just before we do the receiving, because giving and receiving are the same things. But one of the cool things about Connections is we can think outside the box. We can do stuff a little different. So today we're mixing up the service a little bit. You get your receiving gift right now. So we've got 2 baskets, and we ask you to take one thing from each of the 2 baskets. They're going to be important in just a minute.
Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, holding tight, and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it, and you'll have so many, they'll roll all over the floor.
Now, at Connections, we're all about thinking outside the box and doing things different than we've done it before. And as we see things different, we have a different perspective, a different experience that allows for differences in our world, our inside world and our outside world. Now, anybody who's been alive has heard talks on judgment. We're not about any of that. We're about looking at it from a different way. And with that, we're going to utilize both of these tools. We'll welcome up to the stage the Connections Thespian Society.